I'll do a fitness thing since we're on fitness. I want to compete in some sort of CrossFit event.
Oh my gosh, that's on my list.
Too bad
Did
I
you
said
copy
it first.
me?
No, I swear to God I didn't.
Swear.
No
way.
Cross my heart.
Look at my third one.
That's hilarious.
What the frick?
It's my second one.
Yo. Yeah, that's mine too. I don't know
wild.
when that's going to happen, but.
I think what's hard about it for us is like, if you wanted to do a team event, we'd have to join a gym. And also, I feel like you almost have to join a gym to get into one of the events.
You know what we should do? You
What?
wanna compete?
Yeah.
Let's do the CrossFit Open this year because there's different things. You can do RX or the prescription. You can do scaled and you can do like adaptive.
I could do that.
So you could do the scaled. We just gotta sign up. It's in like 13 days or something. So that
we
would be
ready
your
for
way.
that?
You don't have to be ready. You
Oh.
just do it. I mean, we're gonna be ranked. We're not gonna make the CrossFit like top whatever to make it to the next level, but at least we
but I
can say
wanna,
we
like-
did the CrossFit Open. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna sign up for the CrossFit Open.
Okay.
We're gonna do that.
Do we
Starts in
get
a couple
anything?
days.
They sent me a
I
shirt.
mean, you're gonna be like worldwide ranked, so you can see your name on the leaderboard.
I'm gonna chop it so I'm like right next to Tia Claire too.
Oh my. Bam, 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 bam. Welcome to the 75th annual Hunger Games.
Oh my God. I should have known you were gonna do that this
I know,
time.
I've been doing that. I was laughing like that when Conrad was at the bottom of the steps and I was at the top. And I was like laughing because I tried to distract him while I was going and grabbing some shorts for the gym this afternoon.
Yeah.
So, welcome back, guys. Hey, we're here. We're ready for this episode. We're excited for this episode because I get to spend this little Friday night date night with my wifey while she's drinking her Canada Dry. It's been a freaking like fast week, I feel. Like
I
fast
agree.
and slow at the same time. It's almost like, you know, when you're at a stoplight, that's like Sunday, right? And then Monday comes and you're just like slowly push on the gas. And then by the time you're through the intersection, you're going like the speed limit you want to. That's what like Friday feels like.
Yeah.
Just like vroom. Beginning of the week slow and then vroom. Thursday comes and you're just like, frick, it's the weekend.
Yeah, I felt like it was a fast week too.
It was a pretty fast week because here we are again. Date night with my wifey. Yeah, what's new, babe? Molly did a vlog.
I did.
I need to edit that.
Did you watch it at all?
No, I didn't.
Oh, good.
So that is gonna air. Let's see. Maybe we'll do a double air next week. So yeah, look for that. It probably had already aired by the time this one goes on. But yeah, Molly did a vlog. We're gonna probably continue to do that. We're being very judicious with how we do this. Cause did you show any of the kids in the vlogs?
No, I maybe a little bit. I was gonna like see what you thought of it. 'Cause like I did do the nasal thing and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they were home, so like I tried not to, so I'm
Around.
not really sure. And I think
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't do like I felt like I didn't do a lot in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because like I kind of had Griffey and like I didn't know what we should do. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a toss-up. Like, I don't want our people knowing what our kids look like, per se, but I know people know what our kids look like because of our personal Instagrams. But just
Right.
for the general public, like, on the internet,
Right.
like, probably not. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
like mixed things about it. Like there's a lot of people who do, and then there's
People who don't.
a lot of people who don't.
Yeah, there's just some creeps out there, you know?
There
It's
is.
like, it just kind of freaks me out.
But I think, can you learn to like put like a
Like a blur?
face over or
Yeah,
blur
yeah.
over them?
Yeah,
Then I think
that's
we
what I
could
do.
start doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I think a lot of what we're going to be doing is like when we go out and do certain things and like
Yeah.
we can't avoid them. They're always going to be with us.
Yeah.
You know? So like I think we have to decide like
How
what we're
gonna do that.
comfortable with and what
Yeah.
we're not.
Maybe that's something I need to learn, how to use, like, blurring
Yeah.
on the on editing. So
Yeah.
learning as you go. But
Yeah.
was it daunting vlogging?
At first I was like really comfortable with it. Like, and I thought like I was doing okay. And like, you know, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I think what's cool about it is like I was kind of talking about breastfeeding and or pumping and stuff. And I feel like I know a lot about that. But then I was like, is this boring? Do people want to know about this? So
Oh,
then I
that's
like
cool.
kind of slowed down. And like I said, like I was going to do something and I didn't. So I might need to have to add like
An addendum.
little
Yeah.
stuff to it.
Well, it
So-
was like the first one. So
right.
the first one is kind of rocky. Even
Yeah.
mine was freaking rocky. Like I was just like, oh, I'm talking to this thing. Like I usually talk to my phone when I like carpool karaoke, but now
Yeah.
I'm actually like talking about other things
Yeah.
and not just singing into
I
the
did like do our like meal and stuff, so I think we
Oh.
should like maybe do that sometimes.
Yeah, we could.
Because we do a lot of meal prep, so we should talk about our meal prep and kind of where we get our ideas and what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
We should definitely do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. It
Cool.
wasn't
cool.
bad.
So this week we're gonna dive into a topic that I don't think we've ever had a conversation about ever. But people do have a bucket list, and if you don't have a bucket list, then I don't know, you're probably just content with what you've done in your life. But
I
we
didn't
just-
really have one. I had to kind of like write one out
Think
here
one.
today, and I was like, I kind of even like Googled it, like, what's on a bucket list, just to get ideas,
Anything.
because there's things that I like you don't really think about, and I was like, oh yeah, I always wanted to do that, and then I wanted to do this, and
Yeah,
so
it's
I
kind of
think
like a
there's-
life checklist.
well, and I think
basically.
there's some stuff that I would have had on my list 5 years ago that like now I'm like, I don't really have the motivation for that,
Oh,
and we'll talk about it.
okay.
So, but then I'm like, oh, do I put that back on the list because I would have had it on my list 5 years ago? You know?
I mean, I guess you could.
And like, would I be motivated again to do it in the future? And I guess your list is ever changing, right?
yeah.
But so yeah, we'll
That's
talk
cool.
about it.
I never actually thought about that.
Yeah.
Because my stuff is like stuff I actually want to do now. But I mean, looking back, there are things that I wish I would have done.
Well, and it made me think of it because it's something that you have on your list that I wanted to do 5 years ago, and I thought about doing it. So
Okay.
So
it'll be
we'll talk about
interesting
it.
to talk
Yeah.
about.
getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, for sure. I think that'll be kind of cool to talk about because I'm sure people should have something like a bucket list or like goals. It's like a different kind of goals kind of list.
I think life goes by too fast that it's good to have that list to like kind of fall back on or look at.
True.
Like we kind of get caught up in our lives and there's things we want to do and we're like, oh, we'll get to it. And then you never do. So it's like kind of having that list in front of you to have a goal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, this year I'm going to accomplish this off of my bucket list.
Or like maybe like when your life hits like a plateau, you're like, I need a little bit of a spice or a little
Right.
change. Because most of the things that are probably on some people's bucket list are like maybe something adventurous or
Yeah.
extravagant or something just out of the ordinary. As
When you
opposed,
hit your midlife crisis in 4
Yeah.
years, you're going to be
or maybe like I'm freaking knock everything out this bucket list. So, all right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna dive into a bucket list today.
Yeah.
Something that we probably haven't really encouraged each other to create until
No.
this week,
Yeah.
but maybe something that we should have to just kind of keep our lives a little spicy.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking about spicy, we're gonna go on with our
Dun,
questions.
dun.
Some deep shit this week. All right. First question. I shuffled it, so I'm gonna.
You
just
read first
pull-
last time.
I did read first. So this is a deep question, and
Okay.
there's deeper.
We already did this, right? How frequently do you think we should have sex?
Oh yeah, what
We
the
did that,
hell?
right?
Oh wow. Okay. No, here, put it on this side.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Dun dun dun. Zoom.
Zoom. Name the sexiest thing about your partner.
Oh. Like
I'm your partner.
I know, like
Okay.
like sexiest thing, like PG-13, or like XXX.
Ooh.
Should we keep a little PG for the people?
Maybe PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah.
The sexiest thing about my wife. I don't know. People will kind of make fun of me for this, but we're gonna keep it a little PG-13. I love my wife's ass. Like I'm an ass guy. Like, you know how people will classify guys as like a boob guy or a butt guy? Dude, I'm freaking all ass.
What if
Guy.
I would have said the same thing?
My ass? I
Love
have
your
no
butt.
ass.
Yeah, you do.
I have no ass.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
do.
kind of flat right now.
No, it's
No,
good.
like Molly's ass, like sometimes, like even like when she's wearing like tights like this, I just want to like just smack the shit out of it. I just,
You do.
fucking love that ass. And
He
it's even
does.
better when she has no clothes on. But that's the sexiest thing. If we're talking about physical, yeah, that's the sexiest
Yeah.
thing about my wife. It's our ass.
Ditto. And I also really
Now, if
like...
you catch us in public, all my friends, don't be freaking looking at my wife. You know what? No, look at my wife's ass, because then you're going to agree with me. She's proud of the ass. Back that ass up. Back that ass
I
up.
also really like your bald head, and I know that's like...
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
I think that's why I get like sad when you talk about like having hair.
Really?
Yeah.
So I started the beard club because I want to get my beard to be just a little bit thicker. And I asked I was like, what if I use this stuff on the top of my head? And like, there's like a derma roller and like all these oils and vitamins and stuff. I was like, what if I put this on the top of my head? Maybe I'll grow hair on the top. And she's like, really? So she wasn't excited about it at all. So
yeah, but at the same time, I would be happy because you're happy. But I like your bald head.
she likes my bald head.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to take care of. So I guess that's a one positive about having a bald head. All right, we're going deeper. I'm afraid of this question.
Me
man.
too. I'm already blushing.
I'm gonna giggle.
Oh, this isn't too bad. How do you know your partner is in the mood for sex?
Is it deep or deeper?
Deep.
Oh, it's deep?
Yeah.
Oh, we can answer it.
No.
Usually we go deeper. We'll save that one for next week. I thought it was like mix of deeper.
No, these are all deep.
These all deep? Oh, what the heck? Here, I'm just gonna go like this.
Those are deep.
These are deep. What the frick, man? Did I put them on the wrong side? Or maybe there's just not enough deeper questions. Oh, here's a deeper. Man, I need to go through these cards, man. Okay, here, pick. Hold on. Deep. What the frick? Deeper. Oh, they're mixed. Deep. Okay, these are deeper. Ready? You got 4 to choose from. Don't. I need to go through this.
Oh, I can easily say no to this. Have you ever hooked up with a friend's sibling?
No.
No. I knew you'd say no too.
A friend's sibling. No. So we need to talk about this, guys. Because growing up, whenever I heard the word hooked up I thought was like just like getting together No, I just thought it was just like, oh, we hooked up, like we kissed or we dated or we cuddled. I didn't think hooked up was sex. I actually didn't even think hooked up was until I was in dental school.
Oh, dang.
That I thought hooked up, like, oh, hooked up with so-and-so. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
What'd you do?
What'd you do? Like, kiss? Like, cool, man. You guys made out. And then it was like, no, man, we had sex. And I was like, what? That's what hooked up means? And it's like, so I never associated hooked up with sex.
That's funny.
Yeah. But in my definition of hooked up when I was in high school or college, I did date a friend, my classmate's little sister. Yeah. Actually, did we date? I don't think we freaking really dated. We just hooked up. We just hung out. Yeah, we hooked up. Like, we kissed too, but that was it.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was hooked. Yeah, I did.
Okay. No. Me, no.
But not sex. Hooked up. Kissed.
Got it.
Hooked up.
Got it.
Yeah.
Spend time with.
That's my hookup.
Got it.
Because I was a very, very innocent little boy.
Me too.
I was very, very clean. I wasn't X-rated until I was in dental school.
Oh my god.
No, maybe. All right, guys. So we're gonna dive into today's subject: bucket list.
Bucket list.
But oh wait, before we do that, we're gonna talk about some feel good. So we're gonna have a different segment on our podcast. We're gonna do these things where we do answer questions, and then we're also gonna talk about social media posts that we've seen throughout the week. That maybe gave you a little feel good feeling or something surprising or whatever, something you want to highlight.
Something
and then what I'm going to do is
maybe.
Yeah. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot whatever we're talking about and I'm going to put it up as like a little thumbnail, like right here in the middle. So then you can kind of go and read it if you'd like. But I'm going to share first something that I saw this week that I was like, oh, that's so nice. Was a story that SportsCenter and ESPN NFL posted. So this was the headline: Mark Andrews attended to woman during medical emergency on plane. So basically, a woman on a Southwest flight from Baltimore to Phoenix this morning had a mid-flight medical emergency. The doctor and nurse attending her couldn't find a strong pulse. Her blood pressure was extremely low and required oxygen to breathe. It was genuinely scary. A man in the aisle seat popped up. Could it be her blood sugar? I have a diabetic testing kit. It was Ravens tight end Mark Andrews. Andrews instructed the medical professionals, equal citizen heroes in this story, on using his test kit. Eventually, her heart rate stabilized. Paramedics met the flight as soon as we landed. Andrews deplaned quietly, no fanfare. As he has done his whole career, he stepped up in a huge moment when people needed him most. Watching complete strangers spring into action to help someone save someone's life is truly amazing. So it's kind of cool. Like, you know, he is, I believe he's a type 1 diabetic. And I'm assuming like he, you know, maybe saw the symptoms of hypoglycemia, or maybe just had an inkling that this lady may have had like a sugar problem and offered his test kit.
A lot of people forget about sugar. Like you think, okay, she's not breathing, her pulse is weak. Like, okay, it has to be a heart issue. It has to be, you know, what's going on. And people often forget about blood sugar. So it's good that he spoke up.
Yeah. And then didn't like expect fanfare or like, oh my gosh, like I saved this woman's life.
Right.
No, he just deplaned and went about his business. Yep. You know, so that's humble people.
Sounded like he's like that. Like his fans
in real
and
life
stuff were like saying like he's very much like
that's
that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty feel good feeling for sure. Did you find one?
I found one of those like I'm 32 years old and I just realized this moments. Okay, so I know I'm not the only one who thought it's hard as hell, or thought it was hard as hell. Like, oh man, this is hard as hell. This deadlift is hard as hell. No, it's hard as hail. HAIL. Like what? What?
Mind blown. Mind blown.
And I was like, yeah, I guess that makes more sense, but what?
There's a couple of
Why
those,
would I
actually
say that?
Yeah. There's a couple of those too we should find, because there's other
there's some
sayings
good ones.
like
That's
that.
what I mean. Like, yes.
Yeah, idioms, I think is what they call them.
Okay, and
That's
then
cool.
I have a dad joke. That's gonna be my other thing.
Oh, dad jokes. Molly's good with the dad jokes.
Gotta find it.
You don't want to catch Molly when she's on a roll with these dad jokes, because she'll just keep saying it and then she'll just laugh at herself. Like right now.
Okay, I know, it's already funny. Okay, if you laugh, I win. What did the nut say when it was chasing the other nut?
I don't know.
I'm a cashew.
So, I'm only laughing because she's laughing because she thinks that shit's funny. Oh my, look, she's crying. What the hell? Okay, that was kind of funny. I'm a cashew.
I didn't know it was going to be this funny. I think I'm just tired.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. I'm only laughing because she's like crying right now. I'm going to zoom in on this.
Yeah, I know.
She's
like,
freaking crying.
Oh, here's our highlight.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, okay.
That's a dad joke for sure.
Make sure I find more of those. Oh, this is already saved, man.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well,
I'm
make
a
sure.
Cashew.
Why did I think that when you said, what did the one nut say to the other nut? I thought you were going to be talking about like testicles. I was like, what?
No, it's catch. Wasn't it catch?
And so you said, what did one nut say to the other nut? No. I'm a cashew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, what did the nut say when it was chasing the other nut?
Oh.
I'm a cashew.
Oh my God. You're hilarious. I love it.
All right, let's get to the bucket list
Alrighty.
before I lose my mind.
Alrighty, guys. So, bucket list. Bucket list. Okay, so this is stuff that we, maybe will want to do some point in our lives, but it's a bucket list of things that we're like, oh, yeah, cool. Like, I think I definitely want to do that. Like, I want to check that off before I die.
Yeah.
Type of list. So, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can start.
Okay, so I like to be outdoors. Before I met Molly, I did a lot of like trail running and hiking when I was up in Colorado, and one of the things that I used to follow was like rock climbers, because when I was doing Spartan races, they had workouts that helped with like grip strength. And so I would follow rock climbers, and then there was this one documentary about the free climber. I forget his name, but he climbed the Half Dome in Yosemite, which is like this huge old freaking rock. Well, I don't want to rock climb it, but I definitely want to do the day hike. And it literally takes like a whole day to do this day hike. And you have amazing views. You can climb to the top of Half Dome and then look out at the Sierras. It's freaking amazing. So that is one of my bucket lists.
That's the one where you have to like hook up to like...
Yeah, you have to hook up to a chain to get at part of the trail, because you have a risk of slipping. Good. Wild. We're gonna do that one time.
We are.
One of our things on our honeymoon list was to go up to Yosemite, but Molly was pregnant, so I was like, I don't want to get caught hiking, and then she has some medical emergency, and then like
we're stuck. Yeah.
In the wilderness.
That's one of my bucket list things. Kind of going off of that is go to the major, like all the major national parks and hike, like at least one thing. But then when I was kind of like looking up ideas, because like sometimes I'm just like, when we were talking about this, I was like, what's good bucket list things? I don't want to be boring. So I like Googled it. And one of them is do all the hikes in one national park.
Ooh.
So that'd be kind of cool too. If we lived around one, I think that would be definitely a doable bucket list thing. But since we don't really live around like a national park, I think that would be hard just because you'd have to travel to that and have that time.
Yeah.
So
we should do that
one
with the
hike
kids.
In all the national parks.
That would be
the
kind of
national
cool
parks,
with the
absolutely.
Kids. Yeah.
I think if we did that though, we'd have to think about like renting an RV, because I think that would be
for sure
something that would be
cool. Why rent one when you can own one?
Okay, Jim.
Yeah, I'll freaking buy an RV, bro.
Jim is our neighbor. Yeah. By the way.
Jim has this really nice, 30-something footer?
Yeah, and he always thinks we're like competing with him. So if we got an RV, he'd be like,
yeah. Well, we had that whole side yard. We can park a freaking big old bus back there.
You never commented on the one that I sent you.
Which one? Oh, yeah, the bougie.
It was
oh, my gosh. This thing was bougie as fuck.
Yeah.
I think there might have been like some marble countertop and shit.
There's an island.
Like a pull-out couch.
Yeah.
It was freaking bougie as hell.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. I like that we want to be outdoors.
Yeah.
My other thing is kind of fitness related. Do a half Ironman. Originally, I had two things. I was like, I want to do a half Ironman, or I'm going to run a marathon. After doing a half marathon last year, I was like, F the marathon. Like, I have no desire to spend 5+ hours at my pace.
Yeah.
Running. If I failed at 8 miles with just, very mediocre training, like, I don't know if I want to put in the effort and lose my like physical gains with lifting to train for a 26.2.
Yeah.
So I crossed marathon off the list, and now I want to do a half Ironman. A lot of people do it. I don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
So I got to learn how to swim.
That's the one I was talking about of like 5 years ago. If you would have asked me, that would have been on my list.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't know if I have.
You know what I think you could do? I think that's what somebody told me. It's like, I don't know how to swim. Well, then do a biathlon.
Yeah, and that was my other thing. Is I was thinking of a biathlon because I didn't know if I want to. The only reason I don't want to do the swim is I think I could do that. Like, I know how to swim. I know how to. My mom would say different, but I do know how to swim. I know how to do the front stroke. I can like do it just fine. I can go up and down the length of a pool just fine. I hate every minute of it because I always hate not being able to breathe.
Yeah.
So I just I'd have to get over that like fear. But the reason I've always was afraid of the Ironman aspect of it, of doing the run or the swim run bike in the swimming part, is because when you get in the water, and it's usually like a lake of some sort or whatever, there's all these people who are going in at the same time. They don't really spread out, and you're getting kicked and hit and all this stuff. And that would really bother me.
Oh, like you would get kicked in the face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or like, and the reason it would bother me is because I'd be afraid, like, oh, I can't breathe now. I can't. And I would like
panic.
I'd panic.
Oh.
Yep.
For your information, it's usually swim.
I know I
run.
did it wrong. Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I know.
I don't
Yes.
know. Like
So-
maybe I should just do like half Ironman / biathlon. I have to do like maybe what would be equivalent
There's
to
a
like
half biathlon.
a half biathlon.
Yeah. So instead of doing
it's just no swim.
yeah.
I think that's what most biathlons are though. Just everything half Ironman but without the swim.
I think you can do like the full marathon though.
Oh,
I think there's full marathons of them.
No, fuck
You know
that.
what I mean? So yeah, I think there's a half marathon plus the half bike or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how much the bike is.
Yeah, I can do a half marathon, and I am doing it again this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, so I've
But-
always like I always thought I wanted to do that, but I would say in the last like probably since like doing CrossFit, I'm like I'm not
Yeah,
really
it's not a
interested in
thing.
doing a half marathon. I'm not interested in doing the biathlon or Ironman. Like that just doesn't sound appealing to me right now.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean it's not going to in the future.
yeah.
You know,
Just depending on your
Yeah.
fitness goals and whatnot. Yeah.
I'll do a
Cool.
fitness thing since we're on fitness. I want to compete in some sort of CrossFit event.
Oh my gosh, that's on my list.
Too bad.
Did
I
you
said it
copy
first.
me?
No, I swear to God, I didn't.
Swear.
Swear.
No way.
Cross my heart.
Look at my third one.
That's hilarious.
What the frick?
It's my second one.
Yo. Yeah, that's mine too. I
That's
don't know when
wild.
that's gonna happen, but
No, I think what's
I think
hard.
it's gonna be when I'm a master. Like 40 plus.
Well, it
compete.
doesn't. I don't care that it doesn't have to be like the true CrossFit,
Yeah.
like games or whatever. But I think what's hard about it for us is like if you wanted to do a team event, we'd have to join a gym to like get to know people,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And so like now it's like, and also I feel like you almost have to join a gym to get into one of the events, in a sense.
In a sense, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless
Like
you're
'cause
like
it's just
super
like
elite.
known,
Yeah.
and then you kind of just
Yep.
it's like,
Piggyback
oh, we're
on
gonna
them.
go, compete at this event. Come with us,
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's where it's like hard when we're working out in our gym.
Or maybe
in our
like I think that
basement.
might change when the kids are older,
Yeah,
and then we have like not necessarily free time, but time to be able to go to like a box gym. You know what we should do? You
What?
wanna compete?
yeah,
Let's do the CrossFit Open this year. Because there's different things you can do RX or the prescription, you can do scaled, and you can do like adaptive.
I could do that.
So you could do the scaled. We just gotta sign up. It's in like 13 days
Yeah.
or something. So that
Are we
would be
ready
your
for
way.
that?
Huh?
Are you ready for that?
You don't have to be ready. You
Oh.
just do it.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be ranked. We're not going to make the CrossFit like top whatever to make it to the next level, but at
Yeah,
least
but
we
I
can
wanna,
say we
like-
did the CrossFit Open. I've done the CrossFit Open before.
oh,
Yeah. It's pretty fun. I mean, I suck at like all of it,
yeah,
but at least I can say I participated in the CrossFit Open. It's
Yeah.
for everybody.
yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're going to sign up for the CrossFit Open.
Okay.
We're going to do that. It
Do we
starts in
get
a couple
anything?
days.
They sent me a shirt.
I mean, you're gonna be like worldwide ranked, so you can see your name on the leaderboard.
I'm gonna chop it so I'm like right next to Tia Claire.
Oh my, she's gonna edit it.
Yeah, there you go. Edit.
Yeah, so yeah, compete in a CrossFit event.
Yep.
That's good. That was mine too. My next one, kind of just random, but I've never been. Actually, I take that back. I have been someplace international, but it was for a dental mission trip.
Yeah.
But I have go international somewhere, and
Yeah.
probably at this point it's probably going to be like Europe. I want to go to anywhere in
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
Probably Ireland, but that's gonna be.
Travel. First thing, Ireland.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Why don't we just like cross off our bucket list together? What the frick?
I mean, I thought that was what we were gonna do.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I want to
Yeah.
go international. I that was just looking back. That was one of the mistakes I had when I was in a young strapping
Yeah,
lad in
same.
college. Is I wish I would have traveled.
Yeah.
Because everybody said, "Oh, I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna take this gap year. I'm gonna travel."
Yeah.
Or like for spring break, let's go.
Let's go somewhere.
It's like
yeah,
I never had money.
me either.
I was focused on other things like work or school.
Yep.
Never took a gap year.
Yep.
Except for when I went on my mission.
I was gonna say yes, you did.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But I never traveled internationally.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've-
I've been to Mexico, I've been to Canada, and I've been to Jamaica for a dental trip, but that's it.
Yeah, I've been to Panama and that's it.
Yeah. I want to go like Europe.
Yeah, me too.
So
I want to do Ireland, Italy, and Greece at minimum.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm not just saying those are the only ones I'm interested in, but like at minimum.
yeah.
Those were the first ones that like
Stuck out.
I thought of on top of my head. But then I know we've talked about Japan, or you have.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not super interested in Japan. I know you are. What I would
so
want to do
interested
it.
in
Whoa. What I would want to do in Japan is go to the Harry Potter exhibit there, because that's really cool.
Yeah.
So then the other thing that's on my list with travel is like go to like where the Harry Potter was filmed, and like there's like a lot of things in Europe that are part of the Harry Potter things, or like the fake, even if it's like they looks like Harry Potter, they kind of based it off of that, like the castles and things. I want to see that, you know.
I was about to say, you mean Warner Brothers Studios?
No. No, we did that already.
The stages?
There is, but there is like a studio in
England
or somewhere.
Wherever.
Yeah, I don't remember where exactly. That's
Cool.
how big of a fan I am. That's like, you can see like the Great Hall and like the different costumes and stuff, like more of it. I know
That's
we saw
cool.
some of it at Warner Brothers, but it's like a bigger studio of like
Gotcha.
all that kind of stuff. So
That's
stuff
cool.
like that, but more of like also the historic things. So you kind of see it, but it's what was based off of. So yeah, Europe.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Australia would be another place I want to go.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Go down under.
I want to see a kangaroo.
Hello, mate.
You're gonna have to work on that.
I don't need to work on that. All right, you next.
I really want to cuddle a baby elephant. Wash them,
What the
cuddle them,
frick?
all this stuff. Like yes.
Are you serious?
Is that on your list too?
No.
I was like, no, it's not. That's not your thing.
I don't want to cuddle a baby elephant.
Have you ever seen?
I've
how
seen
cuddle-
them in like Malaysia and
Well, like, when
Indonesia.
they
People
sit-
can
when
go.
they sit on you and stuff because they're so friendly.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I want to do
bro.
it.
Have you ever seen an elephant just trample zookeepers?
Only when they're mad at them, they have a memory.
the mama elephant's gonna see you cuddling with her baby, and she's like, "Get the frick!"
No, they're gonna like me because they like me. No, it's this, babe.
Yeah, Conrad knows how to do. You said, "What sound does an elephant make?"
No, he has to hold it.
Yeah, does he hold his hands?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't want to cuddle a baby elephant.
I totally do. 100%.
Damn, that's a typical.
That's
That's like a typical white people thing to do. Hey, let's go to Asia and let's cuddle an elephant in the jungle. I mean, it's not. I'm not judging you.
Yeah,
but
you are.
You don't see no black people. You don't see no Asians going cuddling no elephants. It's still cool, but I don't want to do that. Elephant
Okay,
mom.
I'll go do it myself.
Elephant mom's gonna come like kick me.
Go do it myself. I'll go for 2 weeks. You take care of the kids.
Daddy time. No, that's cool, babe. I think we can do that at the Milwaukee Zoo. We should just ask them if we can do that.
No, we can't.
Why not?
They don't have baby elephants there?
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They had the other one. Remember,
No, they
it came
didn't.
running out of the thing. It came running out of the little house thing when we were there with Conrad.
No,
There was. Yeah, there was a baby elephant at Milwaukee Zoo. My turn? Okay, so this one is kind of stupid, but it's on my bucket list because you need something that is like attainable. Go to Magnolia in Waco, Texas.
Absolutely.
That's like I have to
I
go.
didn't have
I used
that,
to
but
follow
I did,
them.
yes.
I follow them on Fixer Upper. I love that
Yep.
show. It's constantly on TV at work.
Yep.
I mean, they just seem like nice people.
Yeah.
I want to go to everything. The silos. I want to go to the bakery. I want to go eat at their cafe. I want to go stay in their hotel that you just
Yes.
made. I want to go play like in that little outdoor area they have.
Yes.
I want to go all of that.
Yes.
So freaking weird.
No,
I want to
it's-
buy all their shit too.
Yes.
I'm going to go to Target. I'm going to buy all their shit.
And say we went to
He
Waco.
said it went to Waco. I'm going to
Like-
design one room that's all Magnolia.
You should ship it to us to really look like it came from Waco,
Oh, yeah.
Texas. Why is that Target? And don't worry about
no,
it.
it does not.
Just-
what are you
just-
talking about? It's from Waco.
Just had a lying around sticker.
Yeah. I
That's
definitely
funny.
want to go to Waco.
That's funny. Me too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's doable. That's
Yeah.
doable, right?
Yeah.
Some of these other stuff, they're doable, but it takes a little bit more effort.
Yep.
I think going to
Time.
Waco. Time. Yeah.
Yep. A little more time.
That's my thing.
I want to. This is a little more doable too. I want to go whale watching at the San Juan Islands.
Where's that?
Off of Washington
Washington State?
State.
Oh.
Yep.
We should do that when we go visit JR and them.
You have to go in like May. I think it's like May or June.
Yeah. What made you want to pick that, or like on your bucket list?
There was a study abroad for school where you could go to the San Juan Islands for a little bit during the summer.
Okay.
When the killer whales were there.
Oh, that's
you,
cool.
Like studied them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I think I'm just so jaded with whales and sea growing up in Hawaii. You just see dolphins and shit when you're out there.
But have you seen a whale?
I've seen a whale. Yeah. I mean, it's not like, it wasn't like a killer whale. Like, I don't know what kind of whale it was, but when we were out in the ocean, you could see, you saw whales.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Those mother truckers are huge.
Huge.
Yeah. Like humongous.
Yeah. When you see like the videos of them on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff now, it's crazy.
Well,
like,
some of the videos that they have on Instagram now and like social media, they make them look so aggressive.
Some of them. Yes.
The ones we saw, it literally just swam underneath the boat. And I'm like, this freaking whale is going to blow its horn and then we're going to tip over and it's going to eat us. I was like, no, it just swam and then just went. And you're just like, oh, like you're just a gentle giant.
I think most of them are. I think just sometimes there's situations just like any animal that they are.
Yeah. Kind of depends on their environment.
Right.
People are aggressive to them. They'll probably be aggressive.
Absolutely.
Back,
and people are weird
kind.
right now, and I'm saying that in a nice way. People are just jerks when it comes to animals, people, everything, so you don't know what happened before that in that video and stuff. But
no, that's cool.
Well, I think too, like, what was that movie where the plants like started like coming after people? Like it was like the wind, and then like people were committing suicide as the wind like blew through, and it ended up being in the plants. Do you remember that movie?
Oh no, did we watch it together?
We might. I think it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll have to kind of go through his catalog.
And sometimes when you like see when like animals are acting up and stuff, you honestly wonder a little bit, like, are they just sick of us?
Oh,
are they just like, you know what, screw these people, they've ruined my ocean, you know what, I'm just gonna tip over their boat, or whatever. Like isn't the one thing like the killer whales are like eating the boats right now?
They're attacking them. They're like tipping them over and
because
shit.
They're like, you know what, I don't have anything better to eat because you destroyed my thing, I'm gonna eat you. Like you wonder. They're smart, and killer whales are super smart.
With that, and I mean dolphins are super smart too.
Yep.
Did you know? I think it was like dolphins is one of the other mammals that have sex for pleasure.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What was I listening? I was listening to some podcast and they were talking about it.
I think it was Armchair Expert.
It probably was.
Freaking Dax is so like crude sometimes. So sexual.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, that's pretty cool.
So,
that's a cool bucket list.
Yeah.
I got two more because I could keep going.
Me too.
Go glamping in those nice ass teepees in the desert.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I've seen those and I'm like, oh shit, I want to do that. They got running water and they got freaking toilet.
Just need a toilet.
Freaking just go glamping.
You know what also would be cool? Seeing the Northern Lights.
Oh, we could see them here.
Sometimes.
You have to go up north though.
Yeah. But like Alaska, we should go to Alaska too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know another one that needs to be on your list.
What?
Ride a moose.
Yeah. My friend Zaz would freaking tell me, she's like, that's your death wish right there. Yeah. You will die if you try to ride a moose. And I'm like, come on.
So you'll finish the rest of your death wish.
My bucket list. My death wish. After all is said and done.
That'll be the last
thing I do.
Yeah.
It's like, they're going to ask me, it's like, oh, what do you want to do, Dad? What do you want to do before you die? Fly me up to Alaska and contact my classmate, Zaz, because she will set me up to ride a moose. That's going to be me on my deathbed. And it's going to be my death wish. And on my headstone is going to say, died doing what he have always wanted to do. Ride a moose. It's going to be the moose that killed me. It's going to be a picture of that thing on my headstone.
That's funny.
Was that yours?
No.
Oh, ride a moose?
No.
Oh.
Horseback ride on a beach.
Really? That's simple.
Yeah.
Go to California. Ride a horse on the beach.
Okay, let's do it.
Definitely do that. We should have done that on a freaking honeymoon.
Yeah.
I was just afraid to do shit, like, because you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And you were pretty pregnant, too.
Yeah.
Like 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I was just kind of scared. It was the first baby, too,
Yeah.
so we didn't know what to do.
Right.
All right. Last one on my list is something a little bit more, like, tailored to me and my friends. But Scott always talked about going portaging in the Boundary Waters. And I was like, man, that sounds fun too. Just a little guy time. So the Boundary Waters is just like in Lake Superior, just like north of Minnesota. So you fly up to like Superior, and then you rent like kayaks and like you bring your packs, and then you portage, or basically you kayak from island to island to island, and then the portaging is carrying your kayak up, walking through the island, and then sailing, or not sailing, but kayaking to a different island. That's what they call portaging. And I believe Scott had said he's done it before, and he's like, it's amazing because you have, up there in Lake Superior, like everything in Canada is like so pretty. Like he's like, you're a big nature guy, you'd love this. And so he's like, it's a good time because you just get to bond with, with your bros. I think he said he's done it before. He said it's hard because it's physical. But I was like, I'm pretty good.
You'll be fine.
Be fine. But the only problem is you're off the grid.
Oh, sure.
So you have a satellite phone, he said. But aside from that, it's like you are off the grid.
That'd be kind of nice, honestly.
Yeah, quiet. He said it's quiet. It's like you don't have to worry about anything.
That sounds wonderful. That's what I loved about Panama, is like just being away from, and that was before like we were glued to our phones with like Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it still was like so nice to just be like away from internet, away from everything. It was just like it's like you talk to people then, and you played cards, and you just like went back to basics. It was cool.
Yeah. I've never done that.
So two other things I thought of with your portaging. The Tulip Fest in Michigan.
In Michigan.
We should definitely do that. And Traverse
Holland.
City.
Yep. Holland.
But we should take Olivia and Emma to the Tulip Fest.
Oh,
that'd be cool. We should like plan that one year. Yes. Meet them there or something. That'd be really cool.
Or they can fly here and we can go over.
Yeah. Yep.
That'd be cool.
And then is it Lake Bluff or something in, I think it's Canada, that it's like blue water?
No,
like you're like
Banff National Park.
Yep.
Banff National Park. Yeah, that's
Banff.
cool too. That's the one that Brooke Wells, she went to go swimming in, or was she kayaking? I think she was kayaking in the lake, and it was
it's like super
clear.
Yeah.
And then the freaking huge ass mountains in the background. It looks like a freaking painting.
Yes. And then I was thinking of like stuff like, seeing like different waterfalls and like, even like swimming in one of those like hot springs.
Oh. Iceland.
Yes.
Freaking throw Iceland on there.
Iceland.
Reykjavik.
Iceland.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, bucket list items. I see anything, think about it now. It's like, yeah, these are things that'd be cool to do. And I think, it's hard to do with young kids, but what if our teenage kids? Like that would be a fun thing to go do.
Absolutely.
Or even like middle school.
I think
we should do that.
Like late, like right before middle school, so like 4th and 5th grade would even be like okay.
Yeah.
Like they're a little bit earlier. Oh my god. They're just a little bit older, and they listen, like they don't need to be necessarily entertained by like something. They're going to be entertained by the event. Yes.
Too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. We should do that.
Well, especially if we're hiking and stuff, like they'll like doing that.
No, I know, like we should have like these like family trips annually before school.
That'd be cool.
Right? Mm-hmm. We can go do these things. Or like during winter break or spring break even. Dr. Johnson does stuff for spring break with his kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we should do that. And maybe we should like cross off these things too. Go glamping. Go to San Juan Islands, the national parks. Go to freaking Reykjavik and go sit in a hot spring.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty legit.
It would be.
We should keep up this bucket list.
They should.
Because I'm pretty interested now. I'm glad you thought of this topic.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
Because I think wasn't it you that put it on the list? Okay. So I was like, we were looking at like topics on what we're gonna talk about, and then I saw bucket list on the list of like a potential episode topics, and I was like, oh yeah, we should do that because we never ever talked about our bucket list. So that's cool.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, we encourage you to make your own bucket list and start to plan out your future and, kind of knock out some adventurous things in your life, whether it's traveling or competing in CrossFit events or learning how to swim. That could be a bucket list item too, So, there's a lot of things that you can kind of keep your life interested and kind of keep moving forward and challenging yourself. And I think we've got our list. So I think it's now about execution.
Yeah.
Execution. All right. Any last parting words?
I'm going to also learn how to dance. I'm just kidding.
Dance.
Kidding.
Yeah, no, you should put that on your bucket list because that could take a lifetime.
Rude.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening again. This is Jay.
And I'm Molly.
And this is the Unscripted Conversations podcast, guys. Hey, thank you so much for listening. Hey, tune in to our vlogs. We should start pumping these out on a weekly basis and kind of just take a peek into our lives. You know what? Maybe when I go to Costco this weekend, I'm going to vlog while in Costco. That'd be kind of crazy. People love Costco. And if I ever see that freaking old lady that stole my parking spot a couple weeks ago, I'm really taking out her Achilles. I'm going to get it on video too.
Okay, maybe you should go when it's not quite as busy because you might nail someone in the butt.
Yeah, in the butt. I'm like, oh, hey guys. I'm like, here, oh, damn. Oh my gosh, my Achilles. Oh, turn this camera off and hide it. It's cool because the camera that I bought is very discreet. It's very small. It's not like, when you have your phone on, you're recording like this, it's not as like noticeable. It's just like this small little black rod. And it's got like 4K video. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing more of those. I think it'll just keep things a little interesting.
Agreed.
I was actually thinking about too, when I was editing the video, I was like, oh, our kids are going to watch these some of these days. And it's like, they're either going to think mom and dad are crazy or they're going to think we're freaking cool.
They're going to think we're crazy.
Yeah, well,
that's our job.
That's our job, to be crazy. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in again. And listen in again next week. When this airs, I think this is the Super Bowl, like in a couple days. So what are your picks?
I'm hoping
49ers or the Chiefs?
Hoping for the 49ers.
49ers.
Over the Chiefs.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go. I'm going to pick the 49ers. Win by...
I think I said 3, right?
3. I'm going to say the 49ers are going to win by 4 points. Mm. It's going to be like...
20-24.
Something like that.
He's going to miss the field goal or
Somebody's going to miss a field goal. Pressure. It's indoors, though. They can't miss a field goal. So, all right, guys. We will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, Molly's singing to you guys, too. Outro. Bam, bam. Are you singing outro? Sing the outro.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's an outro?
Peace out. An outro. Instead of an intro, it's an outro. Oh my gosh. Are you... Throw that on your list.
I've actually never heard that word before.
Mrs. Hard as hell. You didn't know what an outro was. Somebody's tired.
I'm tired.
Peace out, guys. Bye.
Bye.